But yeah, like when did you get into self-awareness, and who was like a teacher that was like pivotal for you in self-awareness space? Like, it ain't gotta be nobody personally. I mean, it can.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It ain't even gotta be nobody personally. YouTube video, somebody you learn from, like made you realize things about who you are, the truth, and things of that nature. So, what when did you get into that space, and also who got you like locked in with it?
Shoot, I was always self-aware. It was the world around me that didn't make sense. So when the way I came into this, how you doing?
I'm good, yourself?
Pretty good.
Do you need some glasses for those?
Yes, please.
Yes,
please. So yeah, like when I was in California, you know, playing football, like the stuff, man, we used to go out a lot, we used to party a lot. So I'm listening to the music, and by me listening to the music, I'm listening to the lyrics. Like I said, that song by Kesha, when she was talking about we're tearing it apart. She was talking about the world. Like, you know, we're superstars. Yeah. We are who we are. We're dancing like we're dumb. Our bodies going numb. So
when you get to the deeper meaning of it, like that's really what they are, bro.
That's really what they was doing. So that's when it started clicking to me. That's when the stuff. I mean, the stuff started happening like a movie. Like I started seeing everything, and that's what made me self-aware because I was realizing I was doing this. I'm doing. I said, oh no.
Nah. You just naturally accepting the program because they seduce you with the music.
It's just a natural part of life. We've been going through growing up, partying, going to school. Like, we ain't really looking at it like that. Like, we ain't looking like it's really an aim to destroy us. Like, it's really a plot to destroy us.
And they got us dancing with the destruction.
Yeah.
Like, we tangoing with the destruction.
We dancing to our own destruction. So, you know, that right there, boy, that's what kick-started it all. Like the Super Bowl, where it was off and running from there. So how you get into this?
And me, like, you know, like I had like a African American history teacher back in when I went to West High back in I want to say back in 2014 to 2015, my 12th grade year. Like I had her for 11th grade year, but I failed her class because. You know, when you talk so wrong about yourself, you don't be into like African American history and stuff like that. But you feel like it don't mean nothing, it ain't beneficial because when you look at the world around you, you know, Africans, black people, we go through so much. So learning about yourself and stuff like that, you think like it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? So 11th grade year, I failed her class, and then 12th grade year, you know, I want to say she was when she taught us about like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Dr. Martin Luther King, and stuff like that. I was like, she taught us about, she taught us about Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Black Panthers, you know, revolutionary, slavery and stuff. So when she started teaching about that type stuff, I was into the knowledge of self, but it wasn't to the point where I, you know, completely jumped shit. You see what I'm saying? Like my 12th grade year, I passed her class, but I met this guy named Dewan in Waffle House, right? And when I met him, he started teaching about like the history of us being Moors, Hebrew Israelites, teaching about he started teaching about the truth about the ancient Egyptians and things of that nature and stuff. He started getting me into that and about spirituality, knowledge of self, and that he started to teach us that our ancestors taught us that we are, you know, God's incarnate. Yeah, we got the Most High, but we are also an aspect of the Most High, so we are God's incarnate as well. So when he started teaching me about that, I started to realize, like, damn, so that whole God in the sky, devil in the ground concept, I started to, you know, it started to make me be more self-accountable for my life, and I started to realize, like, damn, if God is also in me, then I gotta be more responsible for my life. I gotta be more responsible for how I move, what I eat, decisions I make, who I be around, and stuff like that. So once I started to realize that the teachings that I got from Dewan and also from my African American history teacher, Miss LT, it started to teach me like to be more like self-accountable. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's where like a lot of us go wrong as like African Americans, African in general. The fact that we don't know about ourselves, our history, and who we truly are, we make the world be responsible, self-accountable, and then they come around and we gotta look to somebody else for guidance or help or advice on what to do and things of that nature because we don't, they took away our history and we stopped knowing who we truly were or who we truly are. You see what I'm saying? So that knowledge of self, like I've been into that since I was like I want to say 19. You know what I mean? Since like 2015, since I was like 19. And since I was like 19, I've been into self-awareness, and it was like I never looked at life, myself or my people the same. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. People not aware like us and things of that nature, so people don't do what they do and be how they are. You know what I'm saying? But like when you start seeing that you are more than the program they've given you, it's like you never go back to being the same because your mind switch. People be thinking like, I ain't got no money, I do got money, I ain't got no resources, I do got resources, this and that. It's like resources are important. We need resources to make it and survive, but it's about having that mindset shift. It's about being in the right mind state first. You can't change your life and become better or nothing like that until you get your mind all the way right to realize that you got to be more self-accountable in your life. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's true.
And then what makes it so crazy is us being aware. You got to think about it. A lot of us come from messed up families, single mother homes. Fathers don't be in the house, or sometimes the fathers are around. They not really being fathers what a father should be. You know what I mean? So it'd be like you get this awareness. When you get the awareness, and then it'd be like you come from fucked up families and things of that nature, so you gotta heal from that. On top of being aware, it's like you know better, but the fact that you've been through so much family turmoil, you stress, depression, and things of that nature, family issues, it's like you becoming more aware, so you got to be more accountable, but you also got to heal from the things you went through. So you working on healing, also trying to be more self-accountable and build the life you want to build as this new self-aware person. So it'd be like, so you got to simultaneously deal with your childhood traumas and the traumas you've been through, while also trying to build a more progressive life. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot that go on there. You see what I'm saying? Like,
but for me personally, as far as like being self-aware is one thing, but being about your business is another thing. So it's a lot of people, man, that's self-aware as far as knowing what's going on, but at the same time, as you look at their life is out of order. So it's one thing to speak knowledge. It's another thing to apply knowledge. So people gonna look and see, like, if this knowledge he's speaking, is this knowledge translating to his life? So if you got the knowledge has to translate in order for people, you know what I'm saying, to follow what you're saying. Otherwise, they just gonna look at you a guy that's just talking.
Right.
Like he just talking, like it ain't nothing behind that. Like, brother, what you done did, what you done accomplished, what you got going on, where's the discipline in your life? So, that's why I say in the Bible, don't be so quick to teach. Because when you start teaching, you under a microscope. So now, people, they looking at you and they analyzing you, and they looking at themselves, and they trying to find something in you that you ain't doing right, so they can be satisfied in their stagnation and their progress and where they at. So before, you know what I mean, and this is why I never wanted to get out on no cameras and stuff like that until I had my stuff all the way together. Like, all the way together as far as what I'm talking about. Like, I did this as far as being disciplined financially, with your flesh, with your eating, with working out, with everything. So it ain't a flex, it's a lifestyle. So a lot of people is in a position to talk about this stuff, but you looking and you seeing it, you like, hey man, where that say in your life? So, it's one thing to be self-aware, but it's another thing to actually apply this stuff, because when you start applying this stuff, man, you really on this mission, obstacles, they coming from everywhere. That spirit of earth, you you know, that evil spirit,
yeah.
wickedness, whatever you want to call it, man. The opposition we call the ops. We got real life ops. Y'all out here killing each other because he live on this street and this street. So we fighting a spiritual war right now, man. This is a cosmic war. Y'all out here killing each other because you was placed on this street and he was placed on this street. But both of y'all bloodlines came from slavery. Both of y'all families was dismantled. All y'all going through, we all going through the same problems. And y'all out here killing each other, man. What is going on, man? So, you know, we need to start there as far as who we are and why we there. Because it's a lot of people talking about knowledge and who we are and this, and the third. So, as far as who we are, that's what we really need to center down, because who we are is a direct reflection of the condition that we're living in right now. And it ain't no, we these people. No. We these people, and this going on, I appreciate it. And this is happening, and you know what I'm saying, this is stuff we need to get corrected.
Get corrected, yeah.
So, but you know, they ain't on that.
Nah,
everybody just trying to get Jordans and Louis Vuitton and Gucci and jewelry, and you know what I'm saying, like trying to dress up the inner turmoil. That's what it really is. They just trying to dress it up. That's all it is.
And I think that's the problem too. Like when we can't address them issues we have internally with each other, we can't address the things we've been through, you know, things of that nature. It's like we ain't gonna be able to properly be real about our development and building, because it's like you said, like we approaching each other from these dressed up personas or dressed up images. But the reality of it is, okay, you got that dressed up image, but who are you when you go to sleep? Who are you when you look in the mirror? You know what I mean? So we gotta address those things with each other. You know what I mean? And be able, like for even me and you, like that's how we able to bond and have brotherhood, because we able to be real with each other about the things we do, things we go through, and you know, we able to empathize, you know, things of that nature with each other. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. Like brothers ain't able to be real with each other. You know, we out. Oh, I fuck with my brother because he got a nice outfit, he got a nice car or whatever. But it'd be like, how is that your brother if you can't deal with the real issues that he's facing? If y'all can't talk about the real issues that y'all facing, or y'all can't really build on nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like build on something like that pertains to knowledge, wisdom, even that, like a lot of guys, you know, that come from where we come from, you can't even build on knowledge and wisdom with them. And that's a key component to having a solid brotherhood. If we can't build on knowledge and wisdom and also address what we go through, it's like, how is you my brother? You know? It'd be like, shit, how is you even can you even be qualified as an associate? Because even with an associate, you gotta have some type of positive camaraderie. A lot of these guys, you can't even have positive camaraderie with them.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, but that's the thing. Like, okay, in Africa, you know what I mean? Even in Africa, you know, same thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it just be like, not just the African American, the African diaspora. I don't know what they do. You know, we got to get right with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the Most High say my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. That's why I'm saying, listen here, man. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. Right. This stuff has already been written. It's just recognizing what's going on. It's like talking to a brick wall. That's why I say, you know what I mean?
Now go ahead. What you saying?
Nah, it's still recording. It ain't gonna stop.
Nah, cause I thought I heard a boom.
Nah, that's been going on in the background.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, as far as lack of knowledge and it ain't that the knowledge ain't out there, it's that they don't want it. So you taking energy, you expounding energy on something that's a dead end. Most High already said these people is rejecting knowledge. You don't try to give knowledge to people who don't want it. You don't do that. You give it to the people who do want it. So at this point, the Most High God says, you shall find me when you seek me with all your heart and all your might. People gonna have to come to you and ask you for this knowledge. This is a gift, man. This ain't nothing that's just been given. The stuff you had to go through to get what you got. This ain't nobody just out here passing out $100 bills. What you got, you can't put a price on it. So people gonna have to come to you for that. So I'm at the point right now, you know, where I got some knowledge, I got some wisdom. This done transpired in my life. And I'm still growing with the knowledge and the wisdom. So I got something to give you. But guess what? Shoot, it ain't free no more.
Right.
Like they say, assess your value and then put tax on it. Right now, it's big tax on it. Hey, I got a Donald Trump tariff on me. That's how you gonna have to come to get to me and get back to me.
Like you said, man, that's the thing. They ain't embracing the knowledge. They ain't embracing the wisdom. Like, you one with it. You see what I'm saying? So for you, it's just like,
they don't want it. They don't want it.
They don't.
It ain't even about they don't want it. So you know, that is a dead end street. Like our heart, we want the best for our people. So we're trying to put it on the foot. Like I told you back in 2011, 2012, boy, I go on there 40, 50 statuses. Because I wanted people to know, like, hey man, check this out. I can't believe this. Wasn't nobody on what I was on. Be crazy, be lost his mind, be this. Everybody stopped messing with me. And now I'm sitting here in 2025, and they sitting in America looking stupid, still talking about celebrities and sports and everything else, and they don't even know how to have a conversation with me now. But I'm still on some regular stuff. I can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but at the same time, I can go to another level. But that's scaring them. They don't want to go to that level. So they just don't avoid conversation.
It was crazy, okay. And you in Africa with it right now. But what people don't realize is you've always been this for years and years. It just so happens to show up in your physical reality. But people so brainwashed in their mind, they don't know how to, or brainwashed within themselves. They don't know how to embrace you for who you are because they don't have a big vision of themselves. You know what I mean? So the fact that they don't have that big vision of themselves, it's like they ain't able to see you in your grandiose light because they don't see themselves in the right light. You know what I mean? When you see yourself in the right light and your potential, when you see yourself in the right light, you know what you're capable of, the things that you're going after in life that you see, you able to see another brother in a similar light. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so it just be like, you know.
Yeah, this ain't even about me seeing myself in a similar light. It's about, look here, man, who we are, man. We came from royalty. This ain't no stuff I'm just talking about. We was kings, because online, you know what I'm saying? Something
like right. We was kings.
We was kings. Nah, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? And this is before we was even kings and queens, because that's where we went wrong at. We wanted to have a king over us because we didn't. Where we come from, we didn't have a king or a queen. The Most High was the king. He was ruling over us. But we wanted to be like everybody around us. We wanted a human king, and he gave us a human king. And that human king did us so bad and did us so wrong. And that's the reason why he didn't want to give that type of power to man. So, you know what I'm saying? So when I say we come from king and queen, I mean we coming from royalty. So we all is, like in the community, everybody ain't gonna have the same rank. Everybody ain't gonna have the same rank. Everybody got to do different things. It's people who have to do essential jobs. If you look back in every society, it was always blue-collar workers, white-collar. It was always, but you know what, in our community, we have a problem with leadership. We have a problem with somebody being the guy and people being under him taking the orders they supposed to take. Everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to be the leader. And that's where we had the classes at, the back doors at.
That's an aspect of having a fragile ego?
It is. And just the fact, jealousy and envy. Like, it's a lot of jealousy and envy amongst black people. And this stretches worldwide, even the continent where we at right now. Because when people look at you and they look like you got more than them and you look like them, it automatically get in their heart. But they won't look at this man who got a different skin color that got more than them. They'll kowtow and bow down to him. But they want to test you and go upside your head and try to take what you got. So what is going on with us, man? Like, why we'll do that to each other, but we'll see somebody else who don't look like us that got it, and we'll be, oh, how you doing, sir? Hey, how you doing? But you see a nigga that got it, or a brother that got it, you be like, man, we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem that we cannot solve. This is the problem that individual has to solve, because this is the problem that they heart. You ain't got nothing to do with that. That's something that they heart, so.
Even, for instance, like even what's going on in Burkina Faso with Ibrahim Traoré, Mali, Niger, you know, Assimi Goïta, General Tiani, you know, they kicked back over their resources, kicked out the French military, kicked out the United States military and stuff. Now they take control of their resources. They also getting military equipment from Russia, military equipment from China, and stuff like that. And you know, the Sahel over there in West Africa, they've been controlling their resources, taking dominion over their land and stuff like that. And like what you was just saying, like African leaders, they looking jealous of them when it's like y'all supposed to be helping y'all brothers. Like how you jealous of them when they taking control of their resources and this is y'all continent, this is y'all land. You supposed to be looking at them as inspiration. You supposed to be looking at them as admiration. You know, you supposed to be looking at that as seeing that as an aspect of you. Like, okay, they doing that over there. I need to see what's in their playbook. I need to go holler at them. Have some of them come over here so we can get some order in East Africa. You see what I'm saying? The South Africa, North Africa. You see what I'm saying? But again, like you said, that envy and jealousy, even like it's so crazy because you got people like William Ruto, you know, people like the Tanzanian president. You got these different leaders, and if you like, they have all the money. You don't want for nothing. You don't want for nothing at all. But you still jealous and envious because they taking control of their resources in their land. Like you said, there's something going on in here.
You missing
something. This ain't right. You got all the money in the world, but if this ain't right,
it's something missing, man.
It's crazy, but character.
It is. That's why Proverbs say, when the wicked rule, the people groan. So if you in the country where the people is grown, then guess what? The wicked is ruled. You can't tell me no different. As I already said it right there. So, you know, if your people is grown, that's why I'm saying the wicked is ruling. So I get having pride in your country and whatnot. Because a lot of people online, when you get to speaking about, you know, that people or nations or whatnot, people are prideful. And I get that. And it ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, having pride where you come from or where you came from. But the truth is the truth. The truth is, that looks like the truth. That looks like the truth. I appreciate it.
Do you want the chili or automatic? Which automatic?
Yeah, I take chili sauce.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, man, we about to enjoy this food, man.
We gonna get back to the conversation in a minute.
Peace.